She said, I think my sister and my man is together. I said, so what you gonna do?
Ladies, booty bounce to this.
Hi, my name is Kitty. Welcome back to She Nailed It. And if I nailed it, put in a comment, I nailed it. What I do is I'm a nail tech and I hear crazy stories, good stories, sad stories, and I give them my advice. Now, if you think my advice wasn't good enough, can you please write in a comment what you would have told them, and I could screenshot it and send it to them or tell them to look at it. Okay, this is just my advice. I'm not a therapist. I am just a nail tech therapist. So thank you for watching in advance. Can you please like and subscribe? Now let's get to the story. Okay, so today's story is a crazy one. My customer came in and said, I think I have an issue in my household. I'm like, what is the problem? She's like, I moved in my sister because she didn't have nowhere else to go. I live with my man and 3 kids. At first, when my husband and my sister started living together. They've been together. The lady and her man been together for like a good, 8 years. So, of course, he know the whole family. The sister is like his sister, so we thought. They started living together. Everything was good. Everything was fine. You know, no issues. You know, her sister just started paying some bills and everything was fine. They was getting along. It was never no issue. All of a sudden, the sister and her man arguing and bickering like it's them. Like they're together, like relationship stuff. That started about 6-8 months ago. Now, she went into her sister's bathroom, which her sister shares a bathroom with her kids. And she found a pregnancy test in the garbage. So she went in the bathroom because, you know, she liked to, just, it's her house and clean up after her kids and stuff like that. She's throwing out the garbage and she saw the box and she's like, my oldest daughter is like 12. The other one is like 6. And then the baby is 4 and he's a boy. So she went through the garbage at this point and she saw the pregnancy test. Of course, you don't see the stick because whoever took the test got the stick, but the box is there in the wrap and all that stuff. And she said she didn't say anything because she just trying to watch to see like what's going on because the vibe in the house is off. She said, I think my sister and my man is together. I said, so what you gonna do? I'm trying to keep a steady face because at this point, I'm running late for my next client because I just saw what she's getting done and the picture is going to take me like a good 2 hours. So I already know I'm going to be late for my next client. So I'm just trying to stay focused. At this point, I wanted to be like, what? But I didn't. I just was like, so girl, what you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? You're going to ask your sister, is she pregnant? Because I found the box in the garbage. She said that was literally like a month ago. She said she waited a week later to ask her sister, like, hey, I found a pregnancy test in the bathroom. You pregnant? And her sister was like, no, she's not. She thought she wasn't. She was like, you barely go nowhere. Like, who you pregnant by? And she was like, oh, this guy I used to talk to, blah, blah. I slipped up and I just thought I was pregnant. She said, okay, cool. But now it's starting to be weird. Like, the husband don't want to show her no affection in front of the sister. And if there is like affection or they're hanging out like in the living room, like cuddling up, and the sister walk in, the sister will have an attitude, slam her door, don't say hi. So it's given like the sister is the other woman. But she says she don't want to overreact. She thinks she just tripping. She always like she's not trying to go there in her thoughts. You get what I'm saying? So she said one day she ran out because she was running late for work. The kids already dropped off in the morning, so She was running late for work. She ran out. She left her phone on the bed. So when she walked back in and she closed the door, she hears somebody like running back into their room, or like just noise upstairs. Yeah, so she heard a commotion, like somebody's leaving one room into another room, whatever. She don't see her sister's car. She just know her husband is there. By the time she go back upstairs and she open the door, the husband seemed like he's out of breath. He only have his boxers on and like a robe that he never wear. She said she usually wear that robe. And she grabbed her phone and she was like, what the hell wrong with you? And he was like, nothing. What you doing back here? And she was just like, I left my phone. He was like, oh, all right, babe, all right. And she was like, all right. So they usually kiss when, you're leaving. Like, they see each other, they kiss. It's that type of relationship. They see each other, they kiss. When they leaving, they kiss, She was like, all right, babe, see you later. And she going to kiss him, and it smells like her sister. Her sister have like, when you're around somebody, you could tell they're older. You could smell even like a perfume or a body wash or something. She smelled her sister. As soon as she kissed him, she smelled her sister, and he went in the bathroom, turned on the shower. So she said she walked down the stairs and something told her, like, why did she hear like footsteps, go in her sister's room? Her sister is on the other side of the bed acting like she putting on like workout clothes or something. Remind you, her sister barely do any of that stuff. Like, she putting on tights and like a gym shirt, and she was just like, where's your car? I didn't even know you was here. Where's your car? She was like, oh, it's at the mechanic. She was like, what mechanic? Girl, I dropped it off this morning. I Uber back home. So she was like, oh, okay. Before she closed the door, she glanced at her sister's stomach, and she see like a bump there. Her sister is slim, and you could tell if, slim girls, you could tell if they're pregnant or not. They have that little bump and nowhere else has a bump. She don't got no fat. She just slim with a cute little shape. So she noticed the bump. So she said she just closed the door and she left. She went in her car. She parked around the corner. She said she just wanted to wait. You see, she said that messed her head up. She couldn't even go to work that day. And when that was, probably about a week ago. And she said, yeah. And she's not sure. She's not sure. And she said she even asked her sister, she called later on that day and was like, you want me to take you back to go get your car? And she was like, no, I got it already. It's just nothing is adding up. She was like, well, she's trying to use her head now because she like, this is just weird. You know what I mean? So that is the rundown. So now she's asking me, what do I think? And I told her, you got to go with your gut and that first feeling you have. I know you don't want to think about it. I know you don't want to think they will hurt you like that, but you never know. Man and woman together by themselves, who knows? I don't know. For one, you could tell she's pregnant. Who baby is it? And why is she lying to you? She live with you. Why is she lying to you that she's not pregnant? And then you walk in your house. It's a reason why you left your phone by accident. It's a reason why. That was meant to happen. And you hear commotion upstairs. He's wearing something he ain't never wear. Stop trying to talk yourself out of it. You know. You know. Oh, forgot this part. She said she went home one day after work and she asked her husband. She said, I need to ask you a question. What's going on with you and so-and-so? She said at this point she's trying to use her head to see if somebody could slip up. He was like, what you mean? What she told you? What? What you mean what she told you? some secrets there. Because off rip, you were supposed to be like, nothing. What you talking about, babe? Ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? What you mean what's going on? He automatically got defensive. And he's asking her what the sister told her first. Like, he got to line up his story the correct way. So my advice to her was, and let me apologize. My phone is like shaking and it seemed like it's moving slow. I'm in a bad area right now. It looked like my phone is like lagging. I don't know. But I'm going to put it right here so it won't be shaking. So this was my advice. I told her she need to get to the bottom of that. The baby is coming. You need to pull your sister, pull his ass, and you need to get to the bottom of this. Because if your sister says she's not pregnant and you could tell she's pregnant, why? And she's wearing baggy clothes. I forgot to say that. She stopped wearing baggy clothes all of a sudden. One day she walked in, she had on her husband's shirt. The sister had on the husband's shirt. Weird. So, she think the baby is her husband. And she's wondering what she should say or say anything. I said, definitely. You need to say something that is your house just as much as his house. And your sister is a visitor. And I'm so sorry if it is, or if, you even had to have that thought in your head, because that is not a good feeling. Your home's supposed to be your peace. And you don't have no peace there, because everywhere you go, you're trying to, should you go home? Should you call your husband? Everything is a doubt. That is not the way to be living. Especially, you got to raise your kids. You got to go to work. You got everyday life. So I definitely told her she need to sit her sister down, sit her husband down, and say, I need to have a family meeting. Play it off like you want to be dumb. Because that baby is coming. So what? The sister's still going to be staying in your house while the baby come, and then she's going to say it's her ex or nobody, and then they're having a happy family when you're not there with the kids. Yeah, she needs to talk to her husband. She needs to talk. She needs to say something. Or, this is what I told her first. I said, set up some cameras in your house. Set up a camera in your bedroom. Set up a camera. Because they gonna lie. It's very rarely that somebody's really gonna tell the truth. That, yeah, I'm sleeping with your sister. Oh, yeah, I'm sleeping with your husband. Come on. Set up some cameras. That's what I told her first. Because I was like, if you call that meeting, and what if it's not that? That's going to be real messy. Real messy. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to go back to how y'all family was or is. It's not. So set up some cameras. Don't tell nobody. Just do it. And once you get your proof, you got to know how to deal with it. So, yeah, that is the story. If I gave her the right information, okay? I gave her 2. I told her to talk to them. But my first thing, I would like set up some cameras. Because you cannot come to somebody up like that and you're wrong. Because that's just going to ruin everything. Ruin the whole vibe. And they probably, after that, probably do end up messing with each other. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, get some proof first. Even though you got the proof. Because a woman intuition don't be lying. A woman intuition is something that doctors cannot figure out. We have that. We got that from God. Our problem is we get the intuition and then we like to overtalk it or be like, no, there's no way that can happen. Oh, no, there's no way they could do that to me. No, it's the truth. They did it. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. Like me, I'm a dreamer. I be dreaming stuff. And I be getting woman intuition. And it's never wrong. Never wrong. So, did I nail it? Did she nail it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, put on your bell. To grow this YouTube is giving me so much issues. It's like I can't. The traffic ain't coming, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue and figure out how to grow this YouTube. So please help me out. Thank you and have a good day.
you for real.